Man, the amount of microphones that are out there, it kind of makes it hard to choose. So I finally decided I want to upgrade my microphone because for those who don't know, I'm using this microphone, the Hollyland Lark 150. Don't know if you can see it. I've been using it for a long time, and I think the time has come already that, I should be looking for something else. So for those who have been following me, I think you would see the progress through my videos, progress in video quality, but more so the audio quality. I think the audio quality has improved a lot. And I've done it all with this microphone. From the very first review video that I've posted, this has been my go-to microphone. I think I saw this microphone on one of the creators that I follow. That's why I bought this. But it was pretty cheap, but it has its flaws. I've done a ton of research. I've done a ton of research of how I can make this microphone sound better, and the workaround is a bit tedious. It takes a lot of effort to make this microphone sound what it sounds like today. Yeah, it's been a struggle. So this microphone comes with two wireless microphones. So the other side of this microphone doesn't really work anymore. I mean, it technically works, but it has a lot of noise, background noise, to the point where I can't really fix that audio anymore. This one still works, and the receiver also has a little bit of problems as well. For example, the receiver occasionally trips where it glitches around. It switches from mono to stereo by itself, where it kind of ruins my video. So I'd have to do it all over again. And yeah, this mic has a lot of problems. But I decided to upgrade. And here it is. So this is a Rode PodMic XLR version. I've got this for around $100, $86 to be exact. But the reason why it's so cheap is because it's a 7-year-old microphone. But that does not count out the fact that this is not a good mic. In fact, this is one of the best mics I've ever owned. The weight on this thing, the build quality is like metal, and it feels pretty hefty. I mean, by the build quality alone, you can tell that this is a very good microphone. So the unboxing experience is pretty straightforward. You just get the mic, nothing fancy, pretty good packaging. And while I was at it, I also added this boom arm from Fifine for around $40, which brings the total up to around $125. I will add these products in the description, so if you want to get one of these, feel free to use my link. It helps, but it doesn't really help me. I guess affiliates don't really work for me yet. Use my link if you want. It's up to you. Okay, enough talking. I think I'm gonna switch microphones so you can hear what it actually sounds like. I'm gonna connect the microphone straight to my camera so you can hear the difference and hear what it actually sounds like. Yeah, let's do it. Oh no, my son left his bike over there. I didn't see it in the shot, but okay, so this is what the mic sounds like straight to my camera via XLR. So this mic is a dynamic podcast microphone, hence the name PodMic. There are a few newer versions if you want to get this one, but it's gonna be much more expensive. I've chosen for this one because it's under $100, which fits my budget pretty well. I don't mind working with XLR since I already own an audio interface. I use this one from Focusrite. It's the Scarlett Solo. I think they still sell these. So this is the microphone. It doesn't really have anything fancy on it, no buttons. It only has a XLR input. The build quality is solid. It's all metal from what I see. It feels pretty sturdy. Build quality is excellent. And this is the boom arm that I've got from Fifine. And as you can see, this is a full metal build as well. So if you're wondering what you're getting with the boom arm, you're getting this low profile look. You get the boom arm itself, comes with an adjustable table mount and this ball head. On the bottom of this boom arm, you have these compartments for cable management, which I think is pretty neat if you ask me. It makes your setup look pretty clean and simple. So I'm not an audio professional. I don't really know what you need to look for in terms of getting the best quality or best sounding microphone out there. I just go with what sounds good to my ear. I've been doing a lot of research lately on which microphone I should get, and I've seen a lot of microphones in this price point. I think this one stood out to me because of the build quality and the name that it has, the reputation that Rode has as a brand in the audio industry. I think that's what led me to buy this one instead of, the ones from Maono and Fifine. I've seen that all of those have plasticky builds, but the audio has been pretty good. All of these microphones, they were pretty good. For me, it came down to price, features, Were they gimmicky? I don't like a microphone that has a lot of processing in it. I would like to do the processing myself rather than having a software do it for me. I like a natural sound, and I hope this audio delivers that, because from the reviews that I've seen, it did a pretty solid job. Yeah, for $100, pretty good. If you're looking for a microphone that doesn't break the bank and is from a reputable brand, I think this one is still a good microphone, even though it's 7 years old. And for those out there who already own this mic, I would like to know if this microphone does need phantom power, because I haven't used it with phantom power. As I've said, I don't really know a lot about microphones, but I do know that you don't need phantom power on every microphone. I've been using it without phantom power and it sounds pretty good. I wouldn't recommend trying it because I think at one point, I think back in the days, I boosted some phantom power into a microphone and I think it fried the microphone. It didn't really work anymore. So I broke that. So if you want to know if your microphone needs phantom power, I think you can just Google it. But feel free to let me know down in the comments how you are using your microphone. I mean, if you have this one. But yeah, this setup cost me around $125 and it's all metal. Even the boom arm is all metal. You can't go wrong with something that's really well built. I can definitely say these two items has been a very good upgrade, and you're gonna see a lot more content of me using this microphone in the near future. I think this is gonna be my main microphone for YouTube videos and content creation or voiceovers. But the Rode PodMic comes at such a great value. I mean, $86. I think the high-end Shure microphones come in at $400, $500, and for that price point, I think you can get 3 or 4 of these microphones. So if you're looking for multiple podcast microphones for your setup, this is a good budget option. I also forgot to mention that this microphone comes with a built-in pop filter, but if you do need an extra external pop filter, they do sell those separately. Personally, I don't think I need one. So as I said before, I think I'm gonna use this as my main microphone for content creation and everything else. I've also hooked it up to my PC, which I'm gonna use for Discord as well. I do want to try it for singing though. I wonder how it sounds for singing. I bet if you know how to work with it, it can sound good for singing. So one thing I've learned and I've really noticed is that when you're an enthusiast of something, for example, if I were extremely invested in microphones, I would really, listen for the small details. Is it muddy over there? Does it sound thin? From what I've seen, when it comes to content creation, it doesn't really matter. You won't really notice a big difference between this microphone and a $400 plus microphone. I think the average viewer doesn't really care about the differences and don't really notice the differences. So a pro can hear what difference it makes, but most people that are watching your videos are casual viewers, and I don't think it really matters that much, as long as your video is entertaining and has a decent audio quality. Of course, if you go the extreme cheap route, maybe something like a super Chinese brand for $10, you can't expect it to sound very good, but it depends on how you set it up, what your settings are. I think you can make anything great with anything you have. I started off with this microphone. It wasn't easy to get it to sound how I want it to sound. With every equipment that you have, you learn along the way, and it makes you a better craftsman, if I'm saying it correctly. So some of these things, they do teach you how to work with it before you step up to the big dogs. I've seen a lot of people with very, very good equipment, but still can't create good quality content or still have bad quality production. So it's not entirely on the equipment that you have, it's how you work with it. Of course, this one makes it 10 times easier for me because I don't have to remove a lot of noise. I don't have to worry about it glitching. I don't have to worry about a lot of software. It's just the microphone goes raw straight into the camera, and I just try to enhance it in post. Whereas the older microphone, it took me kind of like 10 steps to get where I want to be. This one takes me 2 steps or 5 steps. But yeah, as you grow, as you're into content creating, you're getting faster at things. You're learning new skills. You're learning how to overcome a couple of issues. And yeah, that's what you can get for around $125. It's a mic, a boom arm, nothing fancy, and good audio. I think that's what matters, right? Pretty simple. Plug and play. If you want to get one of these, I will link them down in the description. And as always, thank you for watching. For those who have been following me since day one, thank you. We're getting there. We're making progress. I'll see you in the next video.